morning students. This is 10th standard biology video class, video 2. In this video, we are going to continue the lesson transportation in plants and circulation in animals. Dear students, in the previous video class, we have seen how plants which are transporting the water and mineral salts and food material from one region to another region. It will take place in different process. One is said to be the diffusion. What is diffusion? The different molecules of matter, solid, liquid and gaseous molecules which are moving from higher concentration to lower concentration without any utilization of energy. That process is called diffusion. And also we have seen different examples of diffusion process. Diffusion is said to be the passive process. That is important. One more question. Passive, which means any molecules without utilizing energy, they are transporting the materials from higher concentration to lower concentration. That is said to be diffusion. Another one, active transport. So active transport, which means they require certain energy to transport the material from lower concentration to higher concentration. That is said to be active transport. It is otherwise named as uphill transport, which means if you are taking the goods at the bottom of the hill to the top of the mountain or a hill, that movement it's required for certain external energy. That movement is called active transport. Next one we have seen osmosis. Osmosis is a process which transport water molecule or solvent molecule from higher concentration to lower concentration through semi-permeable membrane till equilibrium attains. That process is called osmosis. For that osmosis, we have seen two different experiments. One is demonstration of osmosis process by thistle funnel experiment. Another one, we have seen potato osmoscope. So these are all the two experiments which are proving the osmosis process. Another one, imbibition. So imbibition is otherwise named as absorption of liquid substances. When you soak the seed or a dried grapes in the water, the shape of the dried grapes are swelling up after few hours. How it will be taken place? That means the dried seeds and grapes which are having minute opening is known as micropyle. Through the micropyle, they are absorbing the water and they are swelling up. The shape of the dried seeds and grapes are modified into different form. That is said to be imbibition. Imbibition is very much important for the process is seedlings. That means young one of a plant which is emerge outside from the seed is called seedlings. So imbibition is the important process of seed germination or seedlings. So after this only we have seen in the previous video class. Today we are going to see how root region which are absorbing water and mineral salts from the soil, then how it is transported to the leafy region through vascular tissue named xylem. Likewise, The leaf which are preparing the food material by the process is called photosynthesis. And the food material is starch or carbohydrate. The prepared food material, how it is translocated from the leaf to other parts of your plants through xylem components. That is said to be translocation. And also we are going to see ascent of sap. Ascent of sap means how food material which are transported through phloem in the stem region. That is proved by a simple experiment. Then we are going to see the circulation in animals. Dear students, this is the means of transport in plants. We have seen in the previous video class what is diffusion. The picture which are showing higher concentration to lower concentration, how different molecules are transporting without utilization of energy. That process is called diffusion. Next we have seen active transport. Active transport utilize the energy and pump the molecules against concentration gradient. Concentration gradient means depending upon the concentration of the solute molecules. They are transporting the material from the lower concentration to higher concentration. For that, they required certain protein molecule which is present in the plasma membrane or cell membrane is named as porine particle. So this porine particle along with proteins, they are act as a pump substances. So that is said to be uphill transport or active transport. Dear students, this is the another process, that is osmosis. Movement of solvent or water molecules alone from the region of higher concentration to lower concentration through semi-permeable membrane till the equilibrium is reached. So, this osmosis is also named as passive movement of water or any other solvent molecules. That means through the osmosis process, we can able to transport only the solvent particle or liquid particles. Another one, plasmolysis, that is a membrane which is present inner to the cell wall is called plasma membrane or cell membrane. When you are placing the cell membrane in a hypertonic solution, so hypertonic solution which means lower concentration solution, the cell membrane oozes out the water molecules from the plasma membrane to the hypertonic solution. Due to the loss of water molecules, the entire content of the protoplasm is shrunken and the shape of the protoplasm is modified. That process is called plasmolysis. Dear students, this is the picture which are showing plasmolysis process. First one is the cell with the plasma membrane. If you are placing the hypertonic solution, the water oozes outside. So, the shape of the protoplasm along with the cell content is shrunken due to loss of water. That is said to be plasmolysis. Another one, thistle funnel experiment which proves the osmosis. This is the thistle funnel picture having the beaker with the water, and we are dipped into the thistle funnel containing sugar solution. The mouth of the thistle funnel is tied with parchment paper. Then the entire apparatus is fixed with a stand. Initial level of the sugar solution is noted. After a few hours, the level of the sugar solution is increased in the thistle funnel. How it is happens means a beaker containing water is a higher concentration. So the water molecules which are passed through the parchment paper which is act as a semi-permeable membrane. so that the level of the sugar solution is increased in the thistle funnel till the equilibrium is taken place. That is said to be demonstration of osmosis. Dear students, this is the another diagram we have seen in the previous video class, that is thistle funnel experiment, which are proving the osmosis process. The same diagram only, somewhat showing in a cleared manner with a colored picture. So this is the another diagram which are proving osmosis process, named potato osmoscope. Is a simple experiment. We can able to do it at home itself. Beaker containing water or a vessel containing water. We have to take the potato and peel out the outer surface or a skin. Then you have to make a cut into U shape or inverted U shape, and the U shaped cavity is filled with a sugar solution. The initial level of the sugar solution is noted, and the potato with the sugar solution is dipped into the beaker containing water. And after few hours, the level of the sugar solution is increased in the potato. The final level of the sugar solution is noted with another bell pin, which proves that water acts as a higher concentration solution. The potato is a plant cell wall. Inner to the cell wall, they are having the plasma membrane. So through the plasma membrane, the higher concentration water molecule pass through the plasma membrane, which acts as a semi-permeable membrane, and makes the sugar solution to increases. This experiment is taken place till the equilibrium is taken place between sugar solution and a water molecule. So that process is said to be potato osmoscope, which is proving the osmosis process. Dear students, this is the new topic we are going to see in this video, that is water absorbing unit. Which one act as a water absorbing unit means root as, which is present in the root region. Dear students, in the lower classes you have studied part of a root system, that is main root or taproot, lateral root or secondary root. Then from that secondary root, they are having number of fine branches named as tertiary root. In that tertiary roots, they are having rootlets. In this rootlets region, they are having fine hair-like outgrowth. It's named as rootas. So these rootas, which are present at the tip of the root, which absorb water and mineral salts from the soil by a process is called diffusion. Why it's said to be diffusion? The water molecule which is present in the soil is higher concentration. Then inner side of the root air, the cell which contains the water is lower concentration, so that the rootas, which are act as a semi-permeable membrane, that means inner side of the root air, they are having cell wall, inner to the cell wall plasma membrane. So this plasma membrane, inner to the plasma membrane, they are having the lower concentration of the water molecule, so that the rootas, which are absorbing water and mineral salts from the soil and transport to the leafy region by a process is called a diffusion. What is rootas? Rootas are thin-walled, slender, that means straight, like a stick. It's an extension of the epidermal cell region that increase the surface of the absorption process. So, rootas are the unit of absorption which is produced from the external cell of a plant pots, and also it is hair-like outgrowth thin-walled, slender structure is called rootas, which are act as a absorbing unit. Dear students, see the diagram. This is the region of roots. At the base of the root tip is covered with a small cap-like structure is called a root cap to protect the tip of the root against microorganism and herbivore animal, that is plant eating animals. That region is called root cap region. Above the root cap region, the roots which are having the cells contains meristematic cells. What is meristematic cells? The cells which is undergo division continuously, they are doing the cell division process. For example, one cell undergo 2, 4, 6, 8, they are multiplying more in number. That region is said to be meristematic tissue region. Then the other region is, once the newly formed cells which are produced in the meristematic region, the cells are increase in their length and also size. That is said to be region of elongation. Then finally, all the cells which are attain a maturation with all the metabolic activities, that region is said to be a region of maturation. That means it contains adult cells. In that region, they are having hair-like, thin, slender extension which is produced from the epidermal region is called rootas. See, lot of rootas is there. That region is otherwise named as rootar region or region of maturation. With help of this rootas only, they are absorbing water and mineral salts from the soil. So, rootas only act as a absorbing unit. Dear students, the previous paragraph we have seen which one is act as a absorbing unit, that is rootas present in the epidermal cell of the root region. Next we are going to see pathway of water absorbed by roots. That means how rootas which are absorbing and how they are transporting the water molecules. That is taken place in a certain steps or path, that is said to be pathway of water. Dear students, the water enter into the rootas. The concentration of the water molecules which is present in the rooter is high when compared to the cell which is present to the inner side of the epidermal cell. Dear students, the epidermal cell only having the rootas. So the rootas which are absorbing water and minerals from the soil. So the rooter region contains high concentration of water molecules when compared to the cells which is present inner to the epidermal cell. For example, inner to the epidermis, the region is said to be cortex. So the cortex cell region contains the water molecule is low concentration. So that's why they given the concentration of rooter is more than the concentration of cortex region. So what is the diffusion? Movement of any molecules from higher concentration to lower concentration. So which one is the higher concentration here? Rooter contains water molecule with a higher concentration. So the water molecules of move to the lower concentration region of cortex. So this process is taken place via plasma membrane, that is semi-permeable membrane. So that process is called, what is that one? Osmosis. So in this absorption of water molecule and transport of water molecule is taken place with the help of two physiological processes. One is diffusion. What is diffusion? Movement of any molecules from higher concentration to lower concentration. First, root air which are containing higher concentration, then the water is moved into the cortical cells which contains lower concentration. This is the diffusion process. So once the water molecule enter into the cortical cell, they are having the plasma membrane or semi-permeable membrane. Via cell membrane only, the water molecules are passed through. The cell membrane acts as a semi-permeable membrane. So osmosis process is also taken place. Thus, the water molecules which reaches to the leafy region through the vascular tissue is named as xylem components. Not only leafy region, it transports water and mineral particles to the stem portion. That is said to be the pathway of water absorbed by root. Dear students, see the diagram. The TS of root showing movement of water from soil to xylem. So first one, rooter cell which is present in the extension of outermost epidermal cell which absorb water and mineral salts from the soil. So the rooter is said to be the higher concentration region. Then the water molecules which is pass through the cortical region which is present inner to the epidermal region, root cortex cell which is lower concentration. Through the lower concentration, the water molecules are reaches to the xylem vessel. Before reaching the xylem vessel, the xylem cells having the plasma membrane or semi-permeable membrane which selects the particle and allow the water molecules to the xylem vessels. Thus, osmosis processes taken place. So, see the diagram, two processes is taken place from the root region to the xylem vessels. From root to cortex, diffusion processes taken place. From cortex to the xylem vessels, osmosis processes taken place. So that is the pathway which are showing the movement of water from the soil to the xylem components. Dear students, in the previous paragraph, we have seen how water molecules which reaches to the xylem, from the rooter to the xylem tissues. But this movement of the water molecules is taken place in different types. That and only we are going to see in this paragraph. That is, types of movement of water into the root cells. Okay. Once the water molecule is absorbed by the rooter, it can move deeper into the root layers by two distinctive pathways. One is said to be apoplast pathway, another one symplast pathway. So these are all the two pathways which water molecules transported from the rooters to the xylem vessels. First one, apoplast pathway. Dear students, apoplast pathway is the important 2-mark question. What is apoplast pathway? It is a movement of water occurs through the intercellular spaces and the walls of the cell. Intercellular spaces and the walls of the cell. That pathway is called a apoplast pathway. That means transport of water molecules is taken place from root-hair region, then cortex, then xylem vessels. From root-hair to cortex, the cortex which is made up of parenchymatous cell with a lot of intracellular spaces. So in this apoplast pathway, water molecules which are passed through the intercellular spaces, that means a gap between the two cells is called intercellular spaces. Through the intercellular spaces and cell wall of the cortical cells, the water molecules are passed through from root-hair to the xylem vessel. That path is called apoplast pathway. And also they are giving a note for apoplast pathway. The movement of apoplast pathway does not involve crossing the plasma membrane or cell membrane. Kindly note that down. Water molecules are passed through via intercellular spaces and cell wall of the cells, not through the plasma membrane or cell membrane or semi-permeable membrane. So this movement, that is apoplast pathway movement, is depending upon the concentration gradient of the water molecules. Concentration gradients means water, how much solute particle which is dissolved in the water. That means we are saying root is transporting water and mineral salts. So that mineral salts concentration is low or high. That is said to be concentration gradient. So if it is low mineral salt means the solution is very lighter. So it is easily transport from the root-hair to the xylem components. If the mineral salts are high content, so the concentration of water molecules very thick. So it will pass through the water molecules in a slow process. So depending upon the concentration gradient only, the apoplast pathway transport the water molecules from the root-hair to the xylem components through intercellular spaces and cell wall of the cells. That is said to be apoplast pathway. Next one, symplast pathway. This is also important 2-mark question. Dear students, the water molecules which are moving from the adjacent cells, that means nearby cells, through plasma membrane or semi-permeable membrane. So plasma membrane, inner to the plasma membrane, cytoplasm is there, and the cytoplasm and the plasma membrane, they are connected by a small canal or a path is called plasmodesmata. So through the plasmodesmata only the water molecules which are reaches to the xylem components. So this method of transport is very slow because the water molecules which are moving through the plasma membrane. So this is also accordance to the concentration gradient depending upon the mineral salts which is dissolved in the water. The movement speed is also low or high. That is said to be symplast pathway. Symplast pathway means the water molecules which pass through the plasma membrane, cytoplasm and plasmodesmata. What is plasmodesmata? A small canal, kalvai mari irukum, which connects the cytoplasm and plasma membrane. It's named as plasmodesmata. Through the plasmodesmata only, the water molecules which are reaches to the xylem components, that is said to be symplast pathway. Dear students, this is the diagram which are showing the apoplast pathway and symplast pathway. So first one, apoplast pathway. That means in this picture, see the plasma desmata. I told you a small canal between the two cells. That is said to be plasmodesmata, which connects the cytoplasm and cell membrane. So outermost region is cell wall. Inner to the cell wall, plasma membrane, which is black in color. Then the yellow color is said to be cytoplasm. Then white color region is said to be the vacuole or cavity. Okay. So this diagram which are showing apoplast and symplast. What is apoplast pathway? I explained in the previous paragraph. That means water molecules which is absorbed by the root hair, which transport the water molecules from root hair to cortical cell, then cortical to the xylem elements. So this transportation of water molecules taken place via cell wall, and the gap between the two cell, that is named as intercellular spaces. See, this is the one cell left side, another one is the right side, second cell. The gap between the two cell, it's named as intercellular spaces, and through the cell wall they are transporting the water molecule. That is said to be apoplast pathway, which indicates the color is orange in color. Another one, symplast. That means the water molecule which pass through the plasma membrane, which contains the path or a canal, is called a plasmodesmata or plasmodesma to the cytoplasmic region. That is said to be symplast pathway. Dear students, I hope you all understood what is apoplastic pathway and symplastic pathway. Dear students, this is the another diagram which are showing the apoplast pathway and symplast pathway. So this is the internal structure of root region. The outermost layer is said to be epidermis. The epidermis which are having fine, thin, slender, hair-like outgrowth is called a root hair. The root hair only is absorbing the water molecule from the soil, which contains higher concentration. Then the water molecules enter into the cortical cells, which is light orange in color. Then the thick orange color is said to be the endodermis. Then inner to the cell it's said to be light blue color, that is xylem vessels. See the diagram which shows the two pathway, apoplast and the symplast. See the pink color arrow mark which denoted that water molecules from the root hair to the xylem components pass through the intercellular space or cell wall. அங்கே பாருங்க, ஒரு செல்லுக்கும் இன்னொரு செல்லுக்கும் நடுவில் கேப் இருக்கா? Through the gap and cell wall, they are passed through the water molecule from root hairs to the xylem components. That is said to be apoplast pathway. Another one, see the dark peacock color, which indicates the symplast pathway. That means the water molecules which are passed through the plasma membrane, which contains a small canal or கால்வாய் மாதிரி or opening, it's said to be plasmodesmata, and pass through to the xylem vessels. So that is said to be the pathway of water molecule transportation in two different movements. One is the apoplast, another one is the symplast. Dear students, this is your diagram book. This is your book diagram showing the apoplast pathway and symplastic pathway of water molecule. So first one is the cell wall. Inner to the cell wall, I told you plasma membrane. The next, they are given that Casparian strip. So this is the substance which is present in the endodermis cell wall. See the apoplast movement, the water molecules which pass through the intercellular spaces, that means between the cell wall, they are having the space, it's said to be intercellular spaces, and the cell wall of the cells, they are transporting the water and mineral salts which is green in color, named as apoplast pathway. Another one, symplast, the water molecules which pass through the canal present in the plasma membrane which connects one cell to another cell is named as plasmodesmata. A diagram shows the picture plasmodesmata. Through the plasmodesmata, they are transporting the water and mineral salts from the root hairs to the xylem components, named as symplast pathway. Dear students, I hope have you all understood what is apoplast and symplast pathway. Then which organ absorb the water and mineral salts of a plant part, that is root tip. Then how root tip which transport the root tip with root hairs transport the water molecules from the soil to the xylem components. So root hairs which are absorbing the water as the higher concentration, then inner side of the cell having the lower concentration, that is cortical cells. So the diffusion process is taken place for the absorption of water from the soil to the root hair region, and then from the root hairs to the xylem, the water molecules is transport through the plasma membrane, that is said to be osmosis process. The movement is taken place in two types. One is the apoplast via cell wall, symplast through plasma membrane which contains the plasmodesmata. Up to this we have seen in this video. Remaining we will see in the next video class. God bless you. All the best children.